topic is the physical representation of orbitals. That is the angular part of the wave function and also the radial distribution functions. We know that the wave function psi is a solution of the Schrodinger equation and it is a function of r, theta and phi. And this wave function describes the behavior of an electron in a region of space that is called atomic orbitals. Here the wave function or orbital or space wave function that ignores the spin of the electron. Therefore, it is not possible to represent an orbital completely in one diagram on a paper. Therefore, we use the graphical representation in order to represent the variation of wave function with r, theta and phi. For that, a four-dimensional representation is required. Therefore, the plane paper, it is two-dimension, so we cannot represent such a four-dimensional representation on a two-dimensional paper or even in a three dimensions. To facilitate the representation of orbitals, the wave function psi r theta phi, that is factorized into two parts. The first one is the real part and it is also called the radial part, and the second one is angular part. The real part changes with respect to the distance from the nucleus, whereas the angular part, whose changes corresponds to the different shapes of the orbitals. Therefore, the total wave function psi r theta phi, that is equal to r nl r into y lm theta phi. The first part r nl r is the radial part and y lm theta phi, that is the angular portion. And the r nl r, that gives the size of the orbital, and this part is called the radial part of the wave function, and the y lm theta, it is the angular part of the wave function and it is also called the spherical harmonics, and this gives the shape of the orbitals. The energy of the orbitals can be further determined by solving the respective Schrodinger wave equations. And if we take the square of the wave function or square of the radial part of the wave function, that gives the probability of an electron at a distance r from the nucleus. And the square of the angular part of the wave function, that gives the probability density of an electron in a particular direction from the nucleus. That is, the radial part probability gives the distance of the electron from the nucleus, whereas the square of the angular part, that gives the probability of finding an electron in a particular direction from the nucleus. Thus, the probability of finding an electron depends on two parts, that is the radial probability and the angular probability. Therefore, the wave functions specifying the state of an electron in an atom are referred to as atomic orbitals, or in other words, an orbital may be defined as the region in space around the nucleus where the probability of finding an electron is large. The physical representation of orbitals is possible through graphical representations. There are two cases. When the value of L is equal to 0, it represents an end state. Here the wave function psi is spherically symmetrical. That is, the wave function psi is a function of r and it is independent of theta and phi. Therefore, in this case or in the case of s orbitals, it is convenient to plot the wave function psi versus r. The second case arises when the value of L not is equal to 0. In this case, the wave function psi depends on r, theta and phi. So, the graphical representation is possible in two ways. That is, in the first case, if we plot the wave function against or r nl r against r for a fixed direction, that is for a fixed value of theta and phi, or plotting the wave function psi or the azimuthal function ylm against theta for a fixed value of r and phi, or plotting the y lm theta phi against phi for a fixed value of r and phi. That is, if we plot the angular function against theta for a fixed value of r theta, r and phi, or a fixed value of r and theta, in these two cases a three-dimensional picture can be obtained, and this can be obtained by plotting the different values of theta, that is theta varies from 0 to pi, and phi that varies from 0 to 2 pi, and the plots of r NL r against r are called radial plots, and the plots of spherical harmonics against theta or phi are called angular plots. Next we have to discuss the angular or polar plots. As mentioned earlier, the angular dependence of the wave function is represented by the spherical harmonics. That is the angular function, that is y lm theta phi, that consists of the two factors that involving theta and phi. That is y lm theta phi, that is equal to p lm theta into e raised to im phi. The e raised to im phi are the polynomial functions, and we know that the angular probability density modulus of e im phi square is equal to 1. The y lm theta phi square, that is equal to p lm theta phi square, that is independent of phi. For a value L is equal to 0, that represent an s orbital, that is p lm theta square, that is equal to p 0 0 square theta square, which is independent of theta. Thus the polar plot is spherical when the value of L is equal to 0. That is 1s orbital. If we plot the 1s orbital, we get a single sphere, and if we plot the polar plot, angular plot for 2s orbital, it has two concentric spheres with one node, and similarly for other 3s, 4s, etc. The angular dependence of the probability density may be represented by a polar diagram, and this gives the length of the vectors from the origin that are made proportional to the value of rho lm theta square in different directions of the vectors. This is shown in the above figure. For L is equal to 0, here the vector has the same length in all directions. For any value of theta, the corresponding probability distribution psi n00 r theta phi square is therefore spherically symmetrical, because the radius is constant, that is the value of r is a fixed, and by inserting different values of theta and plotting this diagram, we get a single sphere, and this shape or this diagram is independent of theta and phi. Next we have to discuss the other L values, which, that is, before entering into that L values, we should know some notation that generally used to indicate the different types of electrons. That is, we know that an s electron, it has an orbital angular momentum that is equal to 0. When the L value is equal to 1, it represents a p electron. When the L value is equal to 2, it represents a d electron. When the L value is equal to 3, it represents an f electron. And when 4, 5, 6 are the orbital quantum number, the alphabets G, H, I, etc. are used to represent these orbitals, and these are known as spectroscopic notations. That is, for L values other than 0, the rho lm theta, that depends on theta and also the different values of ml values. That is, the polar plot represents the physical shape of the orbitals, Such plots are easily drawn for s, p and d orbitals, but in the case of others, that is for f, g, etc., it is difficult to derive, or it is difficult to plot the shape of these orbitals. Consider the first case when the value of n is equal to 2 and L is equal to 1. The different ML values are -1, 0, +1. Therefore, we get 3, and it represents 2p wave functions or 2p orbitals, and here there are 3 ML values, that is -1, 0 and +1, and so there are 3 2p functions, that is 2pz, 2px and 2py, and the 2pz wave function has the real form, that is 1 by 4 into root of 2 pi into z by a0 whole raised to 3 by 2 into r cos theta into e raised to minus zr by 2 a0. Here n is equal to 2 and L is equal to 1 and ML is equal to 0. When n is equal to 2, L is equal to 1 and ML is equal to +1, it represents 2px orbitals, and it has the real form, that is 1 by 4 into root of 2 pi into z by a0 whole raised to 3 by 2 r sin theta cos phi into e raised to minus zr by 2 n0. Similarly, for 2py orbitals, it is equal to 1 by 4 into root of 2 pi into z by a0 whole raised to 3 by 2 into r sin theta sin phi into e raised to minus zr by 2 n0. By examining these 3 different equations for 2px, 2py and 2pz orbitals, the 2pz orbitals depends only on theta, whereas 2px and 2py orbitals depends on both theta and phi. So we have to consider these in plotting the respective 3-dimensional plots. First, we have to plot the angular plot or polar plot for a 2pz orbital. In the case of 2pz orbital, the value of n is equal to 2, L is equal to 1 and ML is equal to 0. Here the function 2pz function is independent of phi, that is it corresponds to a 2pz orbital. Since it is independent of phi, it is symmetric with respect to the polar axis, that is z axis. Therefore, we have to plot, or if we plot cos theta against theta for a particular value of r, that gives the following type of shape. That is, if we put the different values of theta as 0, 30, 60, 90, 120, 150 and 180 degree, we get the cos theta values as 1, root 3 by 2, 1 by 2, 0, minus 1 by 2, minus root 3 by 2 and minus 1 respectively. Then we mark off these values along the radius r for the respective values of theta, and then connect these points. We get 2 semicircles are obtained around the line corresponding to theta is equal to 0 and theta is equal to 180 degree, and this axis is known as polar axis. So we get 2 semicircles. That is, since the 2pz function does not contain phi, the value of the function remain unchanged on rotation of the semicircle around the polar axis through 2 pi degree. This rotation, or completing the other 2 semicircles, we get 2 spheres as shown in the figure. Here one of which is function is positive sign and the other it will have a negative sign. For any value of r, the function has a largest positive value in the positive x direction and a largest negative value in the negative z direction. Thus, the pz orbitals lies along the z axis when theta is equal to 90 degree, that is perpendicular to its axis. Here the wave function psi is equal to 0, and this is the xy plane, and it is the nodal plane where there is a probability of finding an electron is 0. That is, in the case of 2pz orbital, the xy plane is the nodal plane. Next is the 2px orbitals. It has the quantum numbers n is equal to 2, L is equal to 1, and ml is equal to plus 1. And the radial function or the wave function of the 2px orbitals contains sin theta and cos phi. Hence, this function, that is the 2px orbital, is dependent on both theta and phi. The radial part of the 2px orbital is same as that of the 2pz orbital. Therefore, first we plot sin theta for phi is equal to 0, that is along the plus x direction. This function goes through 0, root 3 by 2, 1, root 3 by 2 and 0 as theta moves through 0, 60, 90, 120 and 180 degree respectively. Here also the polar plot is a circle. As phi increases, the value of sin theta cos phi for any value of theta decreases because the factor cos phi, till this is continuous till 90 degree, and then the function vanishes. For phi between 90 degree and 270 degree, the function is also negative. For phi is equal to 180 degree, the function is simply minus sin theta. Therefore, we get another semicircle or circle in the minus x direction. The complete polar plot of 2px function consisting of two spheres along the x-axis. That is, one sphere in the positive x-axis and another sphere in the negative x-axis. Here the yz plane is the nodal plane where the probability of finding electron is 0. In the case of 2py orbitals, the values of the different quantum numbers are n is equal to 2, L is equal to 1 and ml is equal to minus 1. And this corresponds to 2py orbitals. And also the 2py function contains sin theta and sin phi, and the polar plot of 2py can shown to consist of two spheres along the y-axis, and here xz plane is the nodal plane, and in the plus y axis it is positive, and in the minus y direction it is negative. The function sin theta sin phi has a maximum value when theta is equal to 90 degree and phi is equal to 90 degree. Thus, the three 2p functions differ only in their orientations. The polar plot for higher values of n differ only in the size of the spheres. Next is the angular or polar plot of 3D orbitals. The 3D orbitals have the quantum numbers n is equal to 3, L is equal to 2 and ml is equal to minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1 and plus 2. So there are 5 different orbitals for the 5 different 3D orbitals, and the 5 3D functions in their real forms are given by the equations. That is, the first one is dz square, that is equal to 5 by 16 pi raised to 1 by 2, 3 cos square theta minus 1. The second one is dxz, that is equal to 15 by 4 pi raised to 1 by 2 sin theta cos phi cos theta. And the third one is dyz, that is equal to 15 by 4 pi raised to 1 by 2 sin theta cos phi sin phi. Another one is the dx square minus y square, that is equal to 15 by 16 by raised to 1 by 2 sin square theta cos square phi, and the last one is the dxy, that is equal to 15 by 16 by raised to 1 by 2 sin square theta sin square phi. That is, the 5 3D orbitals are dz square, dxz, dyz, dx square minus y square, and dxy. Let us discuss one by one and plot these two different orbitals. First one is the dz square orbital, and the dz square has its maximum value, that is positive value, at theta is equal to 90 degree and 180 degree, and the dz square function vanishes when 3 cos square theta, that is equal to 1, or theta is equal to 54.74 degree centigrade degree and 125.26 degree. Here in the xy plane it is negative. So polar plot consisting of two lobes along the plus z and minus z directions. Here the function is multiplying by the factor r square, then the function becomes 3z square minus r square. Because of this, it gets the name dz square. Then we have to plot the dxz function. The dxz function is 0 for theta is equal to 0 and theta is equal to 90 degree, and for phi is equal to 90 degree and phi is equal to 270 degree. The function is maximum positive value when theta is equal to 45 degree and phi is equal to 0 degree, and theta is equal to 135 degree and phi is equal to 180 degree. While maximum negative value occurs when theta is equal to 45 degree and phi is equal to 180 degree, and theta is equal to 135 degree and phi is equal to 0 degree. Here the nodal plane is the line where xy and yz plane which cuts each other. The dyz is similar to dxz except that the nodal line is in the xy and xz plane. Similarly, the dxy function is also 0 when theta is equal to 0 and phi is equal to 0 or 90 degree. When theta is equal to 0 and phi is equal to 90 degree, the xy plane becomes the nodal surface. When theta is equal to 0 degree and phi is equal to 90 degree, the nodal surface is yz plane. The function will have a maximum value when sin theta is equal to 1 or sin square theta is equal to 1. Since sin square theta is equal to 2 sin theta cos phi, the multiplication by r square leads to xy. Therefore, it gets the name dxy. The last one is dx square minus y square, and this dx square minus function x square minus y square function is 0 when theta is equal to 0 degree and phi is equal to minus 45 degree and phi is equal to 45 degree. Thus, the two nodal surfaces are generated when theta is equal to 0 degree and 180 degree and phi is equal to 45 degree and 135 degree. This surface lies between x and y axis and include the z axis in them. Since cos 2 theta is equal to cos square theta minus sin square theta, the multiplication by r square leads to x square minus y square. Therefore, justifying the name dx square minus y square. We know that these 5D functions are not equivalent in shape. They have different shapes. The first one, that is dz square, is symmetric, that is positive with respect to the z axis. The next two changes sign as we go around the z axis, that is as phi increases from 0 to 360 degree. The last two orbitals, that changes the sign twice as we go around the z axis. Next we have to discuss the radial distribution functions, and it gives the probability of finding an electron in a volume element dt. That is, the volume element is represented by r square sin theta dr, d theta and d phi. and it is given by the integrating the wave function, square of the wave function, that is integral of psi nlm r theta phi square dt. Then put the different ranges for r, theta and phi. We know that if r is ranges from r1 to r2, theta 1 to theta 2, phi 1 to phi 2, then we can write integral of r1 to r2, theta 1 to theta 2, phi 1 to phi 2, psi nlm r theta phi square r square sin theta d theta d phi, and this psi square represent the probability density or probability per unit volume. Since theta square is the probability per unit angle theta and phi square is the probability per unit angle phi, the r square r must represent the radial probability per unit volume. That is r nl square r square dr, that represent radial probability of finding an electron between r and r plus dr, irrespective of the direction. That is, the plots of this gives one-dimensional contour map of electron density at different distances r, irrespective of the direction. That is, the radial dependence of orbitals may be depicted in another way. That is, the radial dependence, that is, if we plot r nl square r square dr, that gives the probability of finding an electron at a distance r from the nucleus, irrespective of the direction. The total probability of finding an electron at a distance r in all directions can be obtained by adding up the probability in all volume elements at this distance. That is, as r increases, the number of volume element increases. The total volume of all volume elements at a distance r is given by integral of 0 to pi integral 0 to 2 pi dt. That gives the 4 pi r square dr, and this 4 pi r square dr is the volume of a spherical shell enclosed between two spheres radius r and r plus dr. Therefore, the total probability of finding the electron is somewhere within this spherical shell, that is equal to 4 pi r square into r dr, and this is denoted as PR dr, where PR is called radial shell probability distribution function, or simply radial distribution function. That is, PR, that is equal to 4 pi r square dr, that is, the radial distribution function relates the probability of an electron at a point in space to the probability of an electron in a spherical shell of radius r. Mathematically, it can be calculated by multiplying the probability of an electron at a point which has the radius r by the volume of a sphere at a radius r. In the case of a sphere, the volume as we move at a small slice, that is equal to 4 pi r square dr. Then the volume of the sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Then dv by dr, that is equal to 4 pi r square. Then the radial distribution function PR, that is equal to 4 pi r square into r square. If we plot the radial probability distribution function PR for different orbitals, that is 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s and 3p orbitals, we get a plot like this. For 1s there is no node, 2s there is one node, 2p there is no node, and in the case of 3s there are two nodes, and 3p there is one node, and then 3d there is no nodes. References: Quantum Chemistry, R.K. Prasad, Concept in Modern Physics, Arthur Bezier, The Hydrogen Atom, Google PDF, and The Fundamentals of Quantum Chemistry, R. Anandaraman.